So the Victorian cap, the first one is complete. Maya and Ava are hanging out with me. So what I ended up doing was I decided that I'm only going to put the straps on. I'm not going to put another collar on down here. Because if I do, how am I going to fasten it? I can't just put screws in because then they're going to be in the way of the pipe. So what I'm going to do is I'll bend these appropriately to go around the pipe. The first one, I'll use this one for the vent cap, which is probably about a 4-inch. So I'll bend them someplace about right in here. Just bend them out a little bit so they all fit nice. And then I have those other clamps that you turn. I've showed them in other videos, but I'll show a video of when I get this on. And I'll put them around there, maybe with some silicone in here on each one, and snug them down. I've learned from before, don't over tighten them. I think I over tightened them before, and then the expansion and contraction snapped them. So I have to be careful not to do that. So I think between the strap, I'll put 2 straps on, some silicone. That should hold them on nicely. So there it is, a Victorian pipe. In this case, it's going to be a vent pipe cap. And I started one for the stovepipe. So I put the white on the top this time. And what I'm doing is I'm cutting 2-inch strips and then bending them in half, just creasing them, holding them along the side of my top over here, just holding them there and creasing them, and then bending them in with my hands. And then when I get them really close, then I just tap them with the hammer to flatten them out pretty good. And now what I'm doing is I'm marking them about a 1/2 inch and 2 inches, and I'm pre-drilling right here. This will be the bend point. Pre-drilling that, and then going on the cap, marking 1 inch up. In this case I did. Pre-drilling that, so that way I can get the first one in. Then I mark 1 inch up from that one, and I do them all the way around. It's a little tricky holding it and screwing it, but having the pilot holes in there helps a lot. Now this one, it's a bigger pipe, so I was thinking about running it like this and bending it down instead of the way I did this one. So basically the reverse of this one. So the bend part will be closer to here, right about right there, and it'll bend backwards. So that way I want a little, instead of coming straight down to the pipe, I want them to come into the pipe. I just think it'll look cooler. Okay, I think this will work out really good, and let's see how long they last, but I'm pretty optimistic. I think they're going to last. And it's not like I haven't had trouble with other stovepipes that have covers that I've purchased, or caps. The one I've fixed like twice. I've had to take it down, put a whole bunch of screws in because the welds just broke. So let's see how these hold up. The stainless steel ones that we purchased, they've been great. I haven't noticed any issue there, but I do need to get up there and check them too. But they're like 55 feet up in the air, so I need to have the lift for that one. Okay, Victorian pipe caps.